So we had here we defined that Beastyqt. It's a pretty fresh build of Beastyqt. He had this YouTube video how to play French. He goes 8 on food, 3 on gold, 5 on wood. The 3 food villagers are gonna make the school of cavalry and gonna transfer to the gold for the 6 gold villagers for constant night production. You got that 5 on wood for that constant archer production, and you're gonna have 13 on food because you're gonna need 8 to support constant night production. You're gonna need 4 for constant village production. You're gonna need 3 for constant archer production. So you're gonna need he puts 13 on food because you're gonna have excess surplus on food while building those villagers. So he took that into account. So he's already sending villagers to wood when you hit 13 food villagers, because he knows, okay, I've got like 400 food in the bank, so I'm gonna support my wood a little bit before I go back on food, even when the numbers aren't perfect. And that's balancing out your surplus resources. So let's get to the game and take a look. So quick peek. Doesn't really matter what we're up against. I do want a normal map and start this game. So Beastyqt's build that's gonna give you a consistent knight and archer production, and then you're gonna add in what you want. Of course you're gonna add in a blacksmith after that first archer range, but if you want to build a second archer range after that, that really depends on what the enemy is doing. You could also add in a second stable if you prefer that. You just have to redistribute your villagers, because you're gonna need 16 on food and 12 on gold to sustain double stable. So that's really hard to do in the early game because of the lack of economy. That's also a reason to go archers first. So let's just send it around, because we're not playing that seriously. Almost 8 on food. So Beastyqt tends to make a house immediately. I think it's fine if you make it a little bit later, but there's also a little bit of personal preferences. And we're doing like general ideas of build. Because if you're playing at the top pro level, like the top 100, every little detail is gonna matter. But at our level, like, you know, rank 300 and below, we already make a lot of macro and strategic mistakes. So those really little differences aren't gonna make us win or lose the game. For example, I saw a video building a palisade wall, and at the edges, if you micro it right, you could save like 10 wood, 5 wood on each edge. And I was thinking to myself, okay, fun, 10 wood, that's not gonna win me the game. You do have some tricks like the Chinese mill trick, that's gonna give you like 60 extra wood. That's a good trick, and 60 wood is a lot in the first minute. But like the English, you can build 8 farms or 7 or 10 farms around your mill. And I read a post on Reddit where I read, if you have 10 farms on a mill instead of 8, after 10 minutes you got 8 food more. And I'm like, okay, 8 food's not gonna win me the game. So let's manually kill some sheep, so we get that efficient gathering. And we got a school of cavalry. And yeah, we're doing this build a little bit wrong again. Because we'll put one too many on gold. That's just because I'm talking too much and so let's make a mill and go there, and you're gonna build a house for me, and you're gonna go on food. Yeah, we made it alright again, but this is because I'm talking so much that I make these little mistakes. It's not gonna be a big deal, but it's always nice to execute it as good as we can, because we're a little bit late on our wheelbarrow now. You see the big difference? You're already researching wheelbarrow at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And with Hera's classic build, we were researching wheelbarrow at 7 minutes. So let's put them a little bit closer. So 13 on food and then on wood again. We can even take some hunt. We've got some really safe hunt here in the east part of the map, but it's really far away from the opponent. And this hunt to the south, it's okay, but our opponent's over here, so it's easier reachable than going through your base and the hunt in the back. It's always good to take to have a look at the map and see what you can exploit, because you could exploit these deer in the front, but that's hard to get to this deer in the back. So archery range immediately when we age up. Oh, through the ages we had an achievement. Well, that's funny, but wasn't the ID. I didn't even know it was still tracked, so I went to the next age for 500 times already. That's a lot. So, and we immediately can build that second knight. That's really nice. That's what I really like about this build. You can immediately produce that extra knight. So we're missing on one food, so we have to do a manual drop, and we can make archers. And we've got 12 food, almost 13. We can raid with our knight and a scout. We can even rally our archery range over here if we wanna, and kill those prelates. I take chivalry. Most of the time I take chivalry after three knights, but you can also take it after 2 or 1. Also depends a little bit on how much damage you take. You know, the more damage you take, the earlier you want that chivalry. So let's see if we can harass him a little bit. Archer coming out, and you know, we're just flooding units to wood now. Maybe refresh it sometime. Yeah. Chop out some villagers because we can. So this is what makes the French so strong. Like, look at how many damage we got from the town center, and we're still fine. We're gonna need an extra house, that's for sure. So we responded with spearmen. See the spearmen over there, and we got archers as our own response. So our archers gonna snipe those spearmen when our knights are just killing villagers. Chivalry kicking in, you know, they're healing really nice. And we can pick them off. The prelate's gonna heal them probably. And you can just kite them. This is easy AI, so it doesn't really look at our health of our knights, but we can add in a blacksmith now, and we got some excess gold for those upgrades. And we're doing just fine. There's nothing really much our opponent can do against this. So that's enough showcase of this build, I think. Let's tap out. So, let's see what we're up against. The Abbasid. I'm wondering if Beastyqt works against Abbasid. My biggest problem with Beastyqt is such a big investment for safe food. When I don't expect the Abbasid to come out of his base, he's probably gonna build a second town center, or maybe triple town center, so I can just nomad my way to more food. Oh, that's too bad. He just cut me off. We find some sheep over here, so let's take that and then just circle his base. And gold, where's our gold? It's over there. Make a mine. Yeah, it was placed right. I didn't see it that well. So we see a scout in the back of our base. I'm fine with this. Had a lot of sheep in the beginning, and it seems he picked up a lot of. Oh, that's a town center, so let's not go there. Just circle the behind of his base. And lumber camp. Oh, we need some veils, manually killing sheep, and also to age up in a second. So spares are over there. Oh, let's age up because we can. And you're gonna build a mill. You're gonna walk over there. Mill and on wood. One on wood, then back on food again. So I don't see him collect any stone yet. That's one on wood, next on food. We also haven't seen any barracks yet. Wheelbarrow almost incoming. So we got a lot of wood. Oh yeah, we need a house. We need to make a house. Ah, there he is. Oh no. I wanted that ship to go over there. So that's ready over here. missing our second hunt. We didn't scout that. That's less desirable. Let's say that. So he's also attacking my. What's the hell on it? It's still high enough. Let's not go over there. Let's do this and attack that field. Yeah, I was afraid that might happen. At least we got his. And we want our archer range. Oh. No, not another one. Food. Come on. Yes. A blacksmith. So let's try to find out where he placed his so we need that house and that second archery range. And thing over here. And build some houses again. Oh yes. Oh, even triple town center now. Oh, and they're running. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, we really need that siege engineering now. Way too many on wood. So let's do this and build another stable. So we need more food. Let's do this then. Almost got siege. So let's build a ram. So I thought he had a third town center, but would have to look at the map afterwards. Oh, so we did go to the deer. Oh, no third town center. I thought he had a third town center. I looked wrongly, I guess. Yeah, the raids were really good this time. At the stone, at the gold, at the wood. No military at 12 minutes, so I was trying to stay in the game as best as he could. I did check the deer one time. Did spot them here. And I thought to myself, what are they going to do? But of course I could have known they would go to the deer and the berries. Because there wasn't anything in this region. So every time I watch a replay I think to myself, okay, I should deny resources more. But get so focused on the push. Because I could have shut them down way earlier than I did now. A good match. So we did the Beastyqt build order, so let's put this video behind the build order. We have a nice video for YouTube again. Where was my second deer? Oh, it was over here. Yeah. Decent game. So let's take a quick look at the replay as well. So on maps like these I'm always having trouble finding sheep consistently. Now, like on maps like Altai or Mongolian Heights, the sheep spawn are pretty consistent around the cliffs. But on maps like Dry Arabia, you know, the spawn generation, especially of the dry sheep like over here, is so random. And I saw some posts on Reddit where a guy tried to analyze it and came up with the best walking ways, the best routes to take those sheep. But I still think you need a little bit more luck than the other opponent, because I also had matches like on Lipany against an Abbasid player called Lemonade, and he had 22 sheep and I only had 3, which messed up my timings pretty bad. But I've also been on the other end where I had like 25 sheep and the other like 2. Let's fast forward a bit because he's going this standard Abbasid build and I'm just going this standard French build. No, 8 on food, 3 on gold, 5 on wood. How the French build of Beastyqt. And he's just going the mill on the berries, of course, the House of Wisdom, going the stone. So here my scouts comes in. So over here I didn't check the House of Wisdom, which wing it was he was building. Of course he was taking stone, so it's a really big chance that he was taking the economic wing, because with the fresh food stuff you like to go the second TC, but I should have checked for the military wing, because if you get camels, you're gonna have 1 stable 3 archer ranges instead of 2 stables 2 archer ranges, because camels are so strong against cavalry. So here just scouting, attacking his fields a bit, trying to put on some damage. He does the same at my gold mine, but you know, that's okay, because you can be annoyed about scout harass, but it's part of the game, trying to harass the eco of the opponent to minimize his resources, or maybe distract him or break his concentration, stuff like that. So 455 for the School of Courage, that's a little bit late to be honest. Sniping a scout here, that's always good. Good attention. Yeah, a little bit late on the night, so it's probably gonna hit the base of the other player around 6 minutes. It's a little bit late. But as well as the spearman is also late. So let's fast forward a bit. First knight coming out. We're dancing a bit with scouts over here. And poof. Knight hits the gold, takes down one veil. So that's always already nice taking out a veil in general. I think we could have also hit this berries. He didn't have any spearman on that. So now we're trying to take down those low HP villagers. Could take a scout over here, I guess. Would have created a lack of vision for him. So 2 villagers now. Second knight coming in, so we're harassing the stone from one side and going on the gold from the other side. Those pronged attacks are always really good. It doesn't matter which level you're on. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Attacking multiple resources from different angles. Always good to take down some vills. So that's like 3 already? 4 already? We already took 4 villagers. 4 villagers in 7 minutes. That's a lot. So we're gonna keep an eye on him because we want to know where he places his second TC. So we see he wants to place his second TC at the tier, but he thinks to himself that's not a good idea. It's way too exposed. The French player is breathing in my neck. So let's just take a safe TC. And I see the opportunity to take down some vills. 5 already. Should have killed more and losing his scout and a knight in the process. At least we delayed his town center a bit again. And another veil kill. So here I have my archers around the east side of his base. I think I should have put a scout on the west side of base because both deer and berries and boar are on the west side. So investing 70 food on one scout to see when he's going to take those food resources, because he can't stay under the town center all his life. I think that would have been a very good choice for information. And here just taking down more vills. 6, 7, almost 8 and 9. Almost 8 and 9. Little bit more damage output focus would have made the difference, but now already 35 villagers and he's at 28. So we're in a really good position. We managed to force him off the deer and take a real safe town center on the wood. We killed like 7-8 villagers already, so we can just take siege engineering and ram all in him. We're ahead enough. So took range defense first because of the town center fire. He even relocated the stables, so that's also downtime for him. I think we could have taken siege engineering first. I could have put more pressure. So here I'm scanning for the expansion of the deer, and we see those 4 villagers going somewhere, but we don't know where. But I was so busy managing my eco and controlling units, and we got some units here just running to his base by accident, losing a knight because of that and the archer. But I should have realized he would have had some vills on the barriers like this. These are 5 free vills I could take. So we're preparing for that ram. Yeah, now harassing a bit, taking 2 villages again. Those hit and run tactics from the French are really strong. Because the knights heal themselves with chivalry again. And here we go in with the first ram. Trying to lure out some spearmen so we can snipe some. So it's really high on the archers, 20. So I could split them up in 2 groups of 10 and snipe 2 spearmen at the same time. Because I'm now shooting 1 spearman with 20 archers when they can easily take down an archer with only 10 archers. A spearman with 10 archers. So our knights screen his horsemen, spearmen picking off. I mean archers picking off spearmen. We did lose the ram unfortunately. But taking down some villas in the process, it's fine. So over here I'm focusing so hard on taking out the town center. And he's trying to expand to the deer. Yeah, lots of villagers here at the bottom. You know, only 70 food. 70 food around these deer that with scout would have meant 15 vills. And we didn't see any farms around this town center. So we could have guessed he had to take food somewhere else. So now it's just over. 51 economics, 40 military, 41 economics. That's not too shabby, but only 16 military. And not even enough houses now to build more. So he's going in one less time. But our military is just so much bigger. That's how we won the game, by having those good raids and multiple resources in the beginning. That's the end of the analysis. Hope you learned something and see you next time.